Hi all, it's the 15th day of August 2025, which means I'm about to do my 15th shave in austere August. I have several challenges this month, the most interesting of which is to use this Koraat 14 2.0 that was specially made for the Wetshaving subreddit. We call this the Moarteen. And my challenge is to use this every day. And also a personal challenge is to use it every day without stropping it. So without further ado, here is a microscope image of the edge just before I do this shave. And I have published an album of the edge progression, which is linked in the description. And it will show you the first microscope image of the edge as it came off the stone, and then what the edge looked like after 7 days of shaving. So what you just saw is what the edge looks like after 14 days of shaving. All day, all month, every day this month, I'm using Stirling Soap Company's Irisch Moos in the Mutton tallow base, which was specially made for the Wetshaving subreddit. And I'm breaking in a Boar brush, a Zenith Boar brush, which I started on day one by taking it out of the box. I've done no preparation. I'm just using it every day to break it in. This one, I've done this before, and this one is breaking in very quickly. Certainly the quickest in my experience. Hope everybody's doing well this summer in the northern hemisphere, winter in the southern hemisphere. So whichever part of the globe you live in, I hope the weather's good. Here in the mid-Atlantic states in the U.S., we've had a string of really nice days, nice weather for us. Today we're back to very hot and humid, but you know, it's middle of August, and that's actually pretty normal for us. Not pleasant, but normal. I want to congratulate Rob and Josh Pascal for their 1 year of straight shaving. I mean, these guys have really gone at it. What they've accomplished in a year is very admirable to me. They're both very skilled as shavers. They've amassed a very interesting, for each of them, portfolio of razors, both vintage and custom and modern. And they each have a YouTube channel. And they do interesting content on that, which is also, you know, admirable. I've been shaving a lot longer and have not really amassed the same, as interesting a collection. And I certainly can't say much about doing interesting content on YouTube. I'm not sure I know what that is. I primarily do this as a way to communicate disconnect, whatever the modern term is. To me, this is a hobby, and there are a lot of interesting reasons why one would take on this hobby. So if you're interested, I can show you one avenue. That you can use to pursue the hobby. Hang on, I'm going to pause. I realize that my towel system is lacking and I need to add to it. Hang on just a second. Okay, we're back. Let's get cracking here. While I'm at it, I have also been following Joe at Subtle Art Soaps, and very sad to hear about your shoulder, Joe. But luckily you reported that you'll get full recovery, and that is after that all the time, and rehabilitation will be behind you. So full recovery is what you want. So a bit unlucky to have injured your shoulder, but good fortune that your recovery will be full. So my best wishes go to you. And then I'm delinquent in keeping up with Sean Staplefeld. I know he's been ill, but I have not checked in with him directly, and I should. But I do wish him well. So what else can I talk about here today? I think I'll address those who are beginning with straight razors. I have one episode where I have given some general advice, and I'll continue a little bit with that after I lather up here. So in the first installment, really what I covered was if you take straight razor shaving step by step and approach it methodically and patiently, I think, my own opinion, is that you will progress the most quickly, because you don't irritate your skin such that you don't want to do it, or you irritate your skin minimally so you don't want to, which would prevent you from wanting to do more. And you don't go so quickly that you teach yourself bad habits with the razor itself. So we talked about starting off, just getting to very familiar with handling the razor, hopefully using both hands, being comfortable using your non-dominant hand and your dominant hand to, oops, I've already done that, but just to work on your cheeks. And it would make sense to do your top to bottom pass and your side to side pass on your cheeks, and be comfortable with that. You can do it like some people do it this way, as I do, but others will cross hands and grab an ear and stretch back and go in this direction. Whatever is right for you is the way to do it. But I would, again, the cheeks are easiest to work with. There are undulations for all of us. And so it's a great opportunity to learn how to put focus on different parts of the razor, how to land the razor softly, and use a low enough angle that you are cutting. If it's completely flat, you don't cut well, but it's surprising how coming up off of flat, how little of an angle you need to cut well. And that's something you need to get a feel for. And so the cheeks are great for that. Also great for, as I said before, slightly changing the orientation of the razor to reach certain parts of the cheek. Now after you've done that, then the other areas of your face are going to require more manipulation of the razor. And so I can talk you through a little bit of what I'm doing here. Obviously I'm using my other upside down grip, and as I'm riding my skin, I've got it stretched. I'm lifting my chin and I'm pulling down with my hand, and I'm setting a low angle and gliding it up against the skin. Now where I get to really curvy areas, it's best to simply take short strokes and then sort of work your way around the curvy area. Chin area is also typically an area where the hair grows thicker than the rest of the beard, and the way to handle it is not to feel that resistance and push hard, because what's typically going to happen if you do that is you'll cut yourself or take off a lot of skin and irritate yourself. So my recommendation is just work your way around the curve slowly with small strokes until you can manipulate the razor in a little bit more, but keeping still the same low cutting angle. And that would be advice for all curved areas. Here is hollow. My skin is hollow. I've got myself stretched away. I'm starting and I'm working the edge through that hollow. up to the jawline, where the angle changes quite a bit. As you can see, I'm finding a way to cut the hair. It allows me to get to it easily with the blade, and I'm handling the angle change by slowly working the blade around the curve. So that would be, in my view, the next thing that you would want to tackle. And again, do it in a way that optimizes comfort, because as you become more familiar with this, and as your confidence that you're not going to cut yourself up grows, shave closeness will happen. In my experience, certainly with myself, but also in hearing from others, that's a pattern. I think something we all seem to do at first especially coming from DE razors, is we think we can manipulate a straight razor in the same way that we can a DE. So if you have a pass with a DE that goes like this, well, you're going to have a difficult time doing that with a straight razor. It's helpful to know your beard. But with a straight razor, you need to find other ways to get to your beard at multiple angles. So that you can get a close shave without cutting yourself. And then the other thing that we all do at first is we want that ultra BBS shave that you can get with a DE razor in multiple passes. And it's hard to be patient. That's just the way it is. It's hard to be patient. But again, in my own experience and in the experiences of others who have talked to me about it, if you work on technique and the basics, work out ways to get to your beard, closeness will come, and it'll come typically with the easy areas first, and then you can go about getting to the difficult areas, and most of us have difficult problem right here. And you can go about attacking that. Here in Austere August, I'm using 3 passes, so I've uncoupled my second pass from some of the motions that I do in the second pass, and also some of the motions that I do in the first pass, and I put them into my third pass. I should say back into my third pass. I've done only 2 days this month of 2-pass shaves. Everything else has been a 3-pass shave. Here you can see I'm working my way around curved areas. With a light touch and just engaging the beard and engaging as little skin as possible. Okay. Very nice shave. I'm surprised I have a chigger bite right here. You can look it up. A chigger is a little insect that buries into your skin and sits there. They die. And while they're in there, they itch a lot. They itch like crazy. And it's pretty rare to get one on the face. I don't know that I've had that before. But I've got it all over my arm here. I've got them all over my arm. Comes from going out into the forest every day. Sooner or later the bugs will get you. Okay, some Thayers cucumber coming up. Very nice shave. I've been getting great shaves. Super comfortable, ultra close, no issues from this edge. Okay, I'm going to pause and I'll be back after I've had a chance to clean everything up. Okay, I'm just patting off some of the witch hazel, the Thayers. I'm just getting ready to use the Stirling Irisch Moos Aftershave. This is an alcohol and witch hazel and some other stuff, apple aftershave. Yeah, I'm really surprised that it itches like hell. But I'm kind of surprised that I haven't opened it up with shaving. Maybe the sucker is really buried in there. The other thing I'm surprised about is that the daily dose of alcohol, maybe it's keeping them drunk, who knows. I'm going to follow this with a Cologne of the real thing. This is the product which Irisch Moos is a dupe of. Mm. Really nice. Super shave. So please, if these ramblings about beginning to straight shave, if that's helpful, let me know. If I'm leaving anything out and you have questions, let me know. Also, a quick shout out to Sugar Daddy Shaves, who is also doing Austere August with his DE blade that now has 585 shaves on it. So he's just getting started, but I've been enjoying Sugar Daddy's content immensely. He just found a way to use power tools in the shave, and I think many of us who have power tools are always looking for a new way to use them, and so he's just found one. So go over to his channel and watch him use a power tool to shave. Anyway, thanks very much for staying with me. Hope you're doing well as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.